Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Old Bastards Racing League tonight. We are at Kentucky Motor Speedway driving the trucks tonight. My name's Ken Schultz. I am with you tonight. I am alone tonight. My friend Coco could not be with us tonight. He is vacationing in sunny St. Louis. We will be doing 120 laps tonight in stage racing. Stages will be lap 30 and lap 60. And we have a great field of cars or trucks tonight. We have 29 trucks that take practice times. Out of those 29, 23 of them have taken qualifying laps tonight. Quick time tonight goes to Verna Margheim. Second was Ben Shepard. Third place goes to Ed Campbell, Cool Ranch Chip. Fourth goes to Troy Torgerson. Fifth goes to Kevin Rupert. Kevin Rupert, good qualifying effort tonight, finishing fifth. Sixth goes to Josh Mayhew. Seventh, Thomas Ogle. Eighth goes to number 77, John Held. Ninth place goes to the Raging Cajun, Eddie Jones. And rounding out our top 10, number 23 in the Valvoline truck, Josh Robinson. We are one lap away from going green.
Remember, guys, you can speed on pit lane, get her caught up, so everybody gets a shot at the start. Tighten it up. Second gear, 60-mile-an-hour pace speed. No change of lanes for the start finish line. Do not go below the white line in the tri-oval. Good luck, everybody.
Last words of encouragement from the Grand Poobah of the OBRL. That was Stephen Thomson giving last orders. And Steve looks like he'll be starting about the 11th position tonight. So sit back, enjoy. Should be a great 120 laps tonight. If you're with us on YouTube, Facebook, or any other sources of media, please chat with us. I believe Coco might be chatting with us. I see Stephen Petrino has joined us tonight on chat. So welcome, Stephen, and we'll catch you later. And guys, we are coming down to green, and green flag has flown. All 29 trucks taking off real nice down front straightaway, going into corners 1 and 2. And Vern Margheim is taking a nice lead over Ben Shepard. Dave Hutt in the 53 truck was served the EOL penalty and now has to do the green flag pass through for previous offense in a previous race. We'll see if he can do his drive-through and try to stay on the lead lap. Kevin Rupert battling down low. He's battling Josh Mayhew and Tom Ogle, and they're doing real nice, getting through 3 and 4 there. Steve Thomson battling real good against Tom Ogle right now. Some 3-4 wide racing down the middle of the front stretch. Trucks are starting to separate, get a little bit more single file here. Like I said, we are stage racing tonight, so lap 30 will be the end of our first stage. Tonight's race, sponsored by Gary Corbett Music. Gary Corbett, longtime member of the OBRL, driving the 88 Hot Wheels truck tonight. He is our major sponsor for tonight's Wednesday night truck race. Nice run between David Rogerson and number 99 Michael Watts. They're battling hard for position. That'd be for the 15th and 16th position, right? Closely followed by Jeff Gilmore and Ed Larson. Adams. Chris Scales joining us again tonight in the number 8 silver and black truck. Dave Hunt was able to hang on to the end of the lead lap, so hopefully he can keep it up. Oh, we got contact between David Rogerson and Jeff Gilmore. They both keep it straight, keep it off the wall.
Caution, yellow flag.
We have a caution flag. Number 57, Jeff Gilmore, losing control in corner number 3. That'll bring the field down to caution speeds now. Talking to a couple of the drivers before the race tonight, they were getting approximately 30-31 laps on a fuel run, so it would be able to make it on a stage, but it'd be getting really tight trying to get back to the pits after. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if anyone pits early, so they don't have to worry about the end of it. But now under caution, they'll have plenty of fuel to make it to the end, plus get that extra lap to get back to the pits. Whole bunch of drivers are coming down pit lane. I'd say probably 2/3 to 3/4 of the field came down pit road. Troy Torgeson's going to be leading this thing now with Ed Campbell running second and Kevin Rupert running third. If you enjoy what you're seeing on social media here, interested in racing with the old bastards, if you're over 35 years of age, have an I rating of under 3,500, enjoy good, clean green flag racing, fill out an application. Come to OBRL.net. Jeff Gilmore creating too much damage to the truck. Looks like he's disconnected for the night, taking it back to the hauler, heading back home, and be back next week. OBRL switching their Saturday morning race to Friday nights. That'd be the Xfinity or the Grand National Series. Switching to Friday nights. That one will be sponsored by eMetro Ford. Good cash prizes coming out for these drivers and all that, so they are looking forward to it. Hopefully we have great participation and great racing, so please join us. Starting this Friday night, Grand National Series, Xfinity cars, and we'll be at Daytona. Getting ready to go back to green. Lights are out. Troy Torgeson leading. Ed Campbell running second. Kevin Rupert running third. Steve Thomson in the 67 ride truck running fourth. Eddie Jones in Jones Sign 3M truck running fifth. And rounding out our top 6, number 40 in the Coors Light truck, Tex Kilborn. Pace car getting ready to duck down pit road.
All right, guys, we're going this on. Second.
Green flag, green flag.
Vern Margheim, who was leading before the yellow, First car back out on the track after making pit stops. He's coming out starting ninth. Ben Shepard getting around the outside of Vern. Also right next to Josh Mayhew. Tom Ogle running right there. Along with the 77 truck of John Held. We have Torgerson leading over Campbell. And Kevin Rupert just taking over second place from Ed Campbell. Mark Kevin Rupert up to spot number P2. Truck still too wide, more in the backpack. They're doing a great job right now, trying to stay out of everyone's trouble. Shout goes out to Michael Titanium Everhart. Mike signed in one of our social media channels, so hey Mike, glad you could join us. I see Zach Calloway is also disconnected for the evening, calling it quits for the night, taking it back to the hauler. So two good runners to the OBRL. Both have shut it down for the night. And get ready for next week. This is a chase race for this series. We have 12 trucks that are in the chase for the season. They are 35 Jim Westerfield, 98 Troy Torgerson, who is our leader right now, number 67 Steve Thomson, number 42 Ed Adams, number 87 Brian Glass, who I do not see tonight, number 28 Robert Garisco, I also don't see him tonight, 77 of John Held, the 14 truck of Eddie Jones, the 11 of Tom Ogle, 23 of Joshua Robinson, the 69 truck of Ben Shepard, and also the 99 truck of Michael Watts. Those 12 trucks, they are in your chase for tonight. The top 8 by points will carry on to the next round. We have a spinner. We have Ed Campbell losing control, getting into Tex Kilburn, creating a big yellow. Looks like Tex was doing a couple multiple flips going down corner 3 there. Bad break there for Tex. I see Gary Corbett has hit his head to the pit road real quick. Couple drivers calling out a quick tow. Said I'll bring out our second caution tonight. We'll see if we have any takers going down pit road. The pace car is out. Couple guys faking the going in. Staying on the racetrack before they hit the commitment cone. Couple drivers are coming down pit road. What I seen there was Ed Campbell in the 39 truck either breaking loose or getting tapped, spinning and making contact with the number 40, Tex Kilburn. And that's bringing out the reason we brought out the caution. Still leading at this time, Troy Torgerson in the 98 truck. In the number 12 Skull truck, we have Kevin Rupert. Running third is Steve Thomson. Vern Margheim, who started 9th at the last restart, has worked himself up to 5th place. So he's making a great comeback here, along with Josh Mayhew and Ben Shepard. They were kind of nose to tail during that whole stint there between yellows. I see Jim Westerfield driving on pit road right now. Not sure if he's going to make repairs or scheduled fuel and tire stop here. We're just over halfway of our first stage. See, the Cajun Ragin has somehow is electrically challenged right now and has disappeared from the racetrack. Lights are still on the pace car. We still have, I believe, 1 or 2 laps of caution yet. I don't believe we had any this time around, so we'll be going back to racing here shortly. Still remaining in the pits is Joel Kilborn in the 40 truck and Ken Huff in the 46 City Chevrolet truck. Gary Corbett has disconnected for the night, having too much damage in his truck, heading back home to Nashville, Tennessee. The lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be going green the next time around. Troy Torgerson leading it with Kevin Rupert running second.
All right, guys, tighten it up. Second gear, going green.
Yeah, Steve Thomson running third. Josh Mayhew fourth. Vern Margheim running fifth. Sixth goes to Tom Ogle. Seventh, Ben Shepard. Eighth, John Held. Ninth goes to Mike Watts. And 10th is the 23 Valvoline truck of Joshua Robinson. Pace car getting ready to leave racetrack, going on pit road. We'll see who gets the good jump here, if it's going to be Troy or Kevin coming off the front row.
Green, green, green.
Bad break for Cajun Rage and Eddie Jones. And we're back to green. Hopefully we can get the next 10 laps in, get the end of the first stage here without any more cautions. Great battle for the lead between Troy Torgerson, Kevin Rupert. Looks like Kevin's got the advantage on the top. Mike Watts, John Held having a great battle there. Field starting to thin out slowly. We lost quite a few trucks already tonight. Started with 29. We still have, looking at the charts here, we got 23 on the lead lap yet. So we've got a couple trucks that are still out there, but multiple laps down. I see Ken Huff joining the field again, coming down pit road after making repairs after major damage after a wreck with Joe Kilborn and Ed Campbell. Dean Gear, he wished he was racing with us on the old bastards. Dean, if you're 35 years or older, have an I rating of under 3,500, hey, fill out an application. We'd love to have you. Ed Adams making a nice move around Mike Watts. That's for position number 9. Ed Adams moving up to 9th. Moving Michael Fitty Watts back to 10th position. Going 3 wide in the corner 3 goes David Hunt. The 111 truck, William Vaughn, and the number 24 of John Paris. They all stay off each other's paint jobs and continue going down the dog leg down the front stretch. Kevin Rupert sticking out to 1.12 second lead over Josh Mayhew. Third place right now is Steve Thomson. Fourth goes to Vern Margheim. Troy Torgerson back to 5th, so within the last couple laps, Troy's tires must be going away and has moved backwards direction back to 5th. Michael Berger in the 162 truck having a great battle with number 18, the M&M truck of Dan Berghoff. Number 35, Jim Westerfield giving chase. David Rogerson driving inside of the 93 of John Mankowski. Tires are starting to go away on some of these guys. We got pit's going to be closing in just a lap or two here. We're getting ready to close in on the end of stage number 1. See Josh Robinson coming down pit road. Cal Miller in the number 20 black and yellow Miller truck. He's got a good battle going on with Mike Watts and Dan Berghoff. Hopefully we keep her green for another couple laps here to get to the end of the stage. Sorry about the crackling voice, folks. I've been having a cold for about 3 weeks now. I just cannot quite hack this thing. Glad to be joining you tonight, though. This is a good race that these guys are putting on. We are about 1 lap away from the end of stage number 1 with Kevin Rupert leading over Josh Mayhew, about a quarter second back.
The yellow flag is out.
All right, and there's our caution for the end of the first stage. Thank you, Dean, very much. I will try to get better in the next couple of days here, and hopefully next week I'm back to 100%. Pace cars back on the racetrack, and you're going to see, I believe, almost all these drivers coming down pit road, getting fresh tires and some fuel. remember that this race is sponsored by Gary Corbett Music.net. Gary, a great piano player in his own right, played for many bands, different genres and all that. All around great guy and an awesome sponsor of this league. Trucks coming back in from the pit area here and see who wins the battle coming out. Looks like Dave Hunt's got the jump coming out. He might have gone with just a couple tires instead of a full set. Other sponsors of the OBRL: Burning Rubber Radio and Andy DeLay podcast. You'll hear voices like Steve Thomson and Trevor Barris. They'll keep you up to date on all NASCAR and e-racing, like iRacing and all that. They'll talk that greatly about an hour every week. You'll hear that on Thursday nights. I'm going to see if I can get a quick discussion going on with second place runner Kevin Rupert. Kevin Rupert, this is Ken up in the tower here. Can you hear me, Kevin?
Loud and clear.
Kevin, you had an excellent first stage there. See, you're running second right now. Dave Hunt beat you out of the pit road. Explain to me how well the truck is running tonight and how everything is going so far.
Yeah, it's actually handling really well. I was trying to take it easy and save the tires, but we kept having cautions. I was debating on pitting. Well, some people did, but I just stayed out and it worked to my.
Truck is handling well. I seen you made a nice pass at the start of the last caution where you passed the leader on the outside. You made it look very simple.
Yeah, it's actually handling really well. If you go too low, it'll scrub off some speed. So kind of low to mid seems like to be the best.
I-40 Media and Metro Ford, sponsors of your new Friday night Xfinity series, guys. Starts this Friday night at Daytona. Come on out and come racing. Even though it's Valentine's Day, have your honey watch you race around in circles. She'll get excited for sure.
All right, we got the guy on of OBRL talking about the sponsors of this and telling everyone that we are switching to Friday nights for this. Kevin, good luck to you the second stage here, and hopefully we'll talk to you later on after this race, so good luck.
Thank you very much, Ken.
And that was Kevin Rupert, the number 12 Skull truck, currently running second. We are ready to go back to green. The lights are off the pace car. We'll be going to, we're on lap 33, going to lap 34, and we'll be stage ending at lap number 60. So lap 60 will be the end of our second stage. Still have 22 trucks on the lead lap out of the 29 that have started. A couple people have disconnected, but most of the guys are still in contention yet for today's race. So we'll have Dave Hunt bringing them down the green along with Kevin Rupert on the outside. Josh Mayhew third, Steve Thomson fourth, and Vern Markheim, he's running fifth.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out, and here we go again. Hoping no one gets a lot of tire spin and creates a big wreck. Looks like everyone's taking off down the front stretch real nice. Still have a couple trucks down pit road. Looks like Josh Robinson's in for extended stay. Good battle for the lead between Dave Hunt, Kevin Rupert. Kevin having a good qualifying effort tonight, starting towards the front of the pack. Kevin's been struggling a little bit at qualifying the last couple of weeks, but spent a lot of the practice tonight just on qualifying setups, trying to make it a little easier so he doesn't have to chase the field all night long. And looks like Kevin has taken the lead away from Dave Hunt. Steve Thomson now running second. Good battles going through the whole field here. Ed Adams on the outside of number 18 M&M truck of Dan Berghoff, giving chase to the 98 truck there of Troy Torgerson. Other sponsors of the OBRL is I-40 Media. I-40 Media, anything you need for social media advertisements, see Steve Thomson at I-40 Media. The battle between Dan Berghoff and Ed Adams, which we're showing right now, with giving chase with John Held. That is for position 9, 10, and 11. Ed Campbell in the Doritos Cool Ranch chip truck. He's running 12th. 13th looks like we have Jim Westerfield. Tom Ogle moving up to the 3rd position with Vern Margheim running 4th. Ben Shepard trying to pass Dave Hunt going on the front stretch. That would be for the 5th position. Ben does make that pass. Josh Robinson down the inside of Dave Hunt. I believe Dave only took 2 tires. That's why he got out of the pit so quick. I could be wrong, but I know he wasn't towards the lead pack there, so I'm thinking he tried to do a little bit of pit strategy, and right now it doesn't look like it's working to where he was hoping for. Track temperature is starting to cool down. Air temperature, Kentucky Motor Speedway right now, 77 degrees, and track temperature of 89. So track is slowly cooling down. We are 40 laps in of the 120. Got 80 to go, so we're a third of the way home right now. Tractor Supply Company sponsoring the 02 Silver, Red, and Black truck of Josh Mayhew, giving chase by Troy Torgerson in the 98. Good battle between these 5 trucks right here. Steve Thomson has caught Kevin Rupert. They are battling for the lead at this time. Ed Larson getting loose coming into corner 3 there, but Haynes onto it, running a little high. He maybe lost a position or 2, but he hung on to it really nicely. Josh Robinson still in the pit area yet after a very extended stop. Not sure if he has major damage or what is going on. Sorry to see that, Josh. Great battle going on between Dave Hunt, Dan Berghoff, and John Held. John Held switching numbers recently in the last couple of weeks from number 7 to 77. Still leading the pack is Kevin Rupert. Steve Thomson running second. Tom Ogle third. Vern Markheim, he's running fourth. Ben Shepard, he's running fifth. Sixth goes Josh Mayhew. Seventh, Troy Torgerson. Eighth goes to Dave Hunt. Ninth, Dan Berghoff. And rounding out our top 10, John Held. Still have 22 trucks on the lead lap yet, so good battle between first and 22nd. It's approximately 8 seconds, so pretty good battle going on between all these drivers. Everyone's been keeping it real clean so far in the second stage. We're closing in on the lap 50. We're becoming the lap 47 right now. We'll have another 10 laps or so, about 13, 14 laps yet before we go to the end of the stage. Lap 60. As a reminder, people, will be the end of stage number 2. Ben Shepard getting around Vern Markheim. That Ben is running in 4th position now, moving Vern back to 5th. Steve Thomson closing on the bumper of Kevin Rupert. That's for the lead. As you can see, these drivers are hanging about in the low part of the second groove in the corners. So not getting all the way down to the yellow stripes, keeping her up about 1 car or truck width. Not being able to burn off the rubber quite as quick. You'll see that line adjust as the race goes on and tire wear becomes a factor. These guys should be able to make it all the way on a fuel stint on this one. See, in this stage is running a few laps short on a typical stage. Shout goes out. Patrick Milligan, the owner of E-Metro Ford in Chicago. Great sponsor of our Friday night and Sunday morning leagues. Thank you, Patrick, for joining us tonight. Yeah, Pat, I am flying a little solo here. Pete is taking residence in a different city this week and will be flying back home sometime tomorrow. But gonna run this one on my own. I hope you fans enjoy this. Looking forward to having Pete back next weekend, or next week again. A lot of nose to tail between top 6-7 runners here. All pretty evenly spaced. Going down the front stretch here at Kentucky Motor Speed. Ben Shepard, very dominant the last couple truck races. Has that extends truck working very, very nice. You'll see Blend blinking in and out a little bit. Hopefully not too annoying for the drivers behind them. If you're watching along with us on social media, please give us a chat. See, our friend Peter Kopko is chatting with you people. I'm trying to keep up with it as best as I can on the side here, trying to keep up with race traffic also. So thank you, Pete, for running the chat boards tonight. We got 5 laps to go before the end of stage number 2. Kevin Rupert still leading Steve Thomson, Tom Ogle, Ben Shepard, and Vern Markheim. Tire drop off approximately a second and a half between the start and end of a tire run or fuel run, so not a huge drop off in tires. Noticeable if you abuse your tires earlier in the run, though. Field starting to stretch out a little bit, but that's okay because they're going to be tightened up here in just a couple laps with the end of the stage run coming up here real soon. Some good battling going on for the top 10 positions at the end of the stage. Points are awarded at the end of each stage for your top 10 runners, so everyone trying to get those few extra bonus points before the stage ends. Right now, that 10th position for points right now is Mike Watts, just a little bit in front of Ed Adams at this. Kevin Rupert still hanging on to the lead yet, so Kevin looks like he's going to be leading all 30 laps of this second stage right now. We're coming down to just over a lap to go at the end of stage number 2. Still have 21 trucks on the lead lap. Looks like William Vaughn has our first vehicle at least 1 lap down. David Rogerson battling hard against Ed Campbell in the 39 truck. That's for 11th position. Kevin Rupert coming down.
The yellow flag is out.
And that'll bring out the caution for stage number 2 with Kevin Rupert taking the stage win. Steve Thomson finishing 2nd. Tom Ogle 3rd. Ben Shepard 4th. 5th, Vern Markheim. Shout goes out to Bruce Pearson. Hey, Bruce, wish you were out here tonight. We'll see you sometime this weekend. That was a nice green flag run for all those laps during the second stage. Glad to see those drivers put together some really, really good, strong, good racing laps there. After pit stops are here, we'll try to catch a quick little talk with one of these drivers here, see how their night is going so far. And we are at the halfway point of this race. All trucks coming down pit road that are on the lead lap. Trucks that are not on the lead lap still will have to maintain on the racetrack until the next lap where they are able to pit. They are not able to pit with the lead lap trucks. Ben Shepard overshooting his pit stall. That's going to slow his pit stop down. That might move him down just a position or two. Battling coming out of the pit area there. Steve Thomson, first truck out of the pit lane with Kevin Rupert running second. See if we can catch a quick little talk here with one of our drivers here. Steve Thomson, this is Ken up in the booth. Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Gotcha, Ken. How you doing, Dud?
I am doing great up here. I'm doing great. A little lonely, but things are going very, very well up here. Hey, nice run there in second stage. I see you're trying to chase down that Skoll truck of number 12 of Kevin Rupert there. I see you got the lead, though, coming out of pit road. How's your truck been running so far tonight?
Oh man, she's really fast. Yeah, guys did a good job setting it up. It's handling good, and I didn't want to wreck Rupert there, so I was just trying to be cautious, make it through this stage, try to get the stage points. I was a little worried about that first that caution that came out with Doritos potato chip or dip chip or whatever he is. He made a mistake, but he's all right. I didn't know if I should pit or not, but he said it was on him, so we're all right.
All right, real good, Steve. Truck's handling good, like you said. Any kind of strategy going on for the last 60 laps here?
I'll probably split it in half and see what happens, unless the cautions come out. But even on that first stretch, I didn't pit when we had the caution come out at 7, and boy, my truck felt really good. And the guys who got fresh tires, I actually pulled away from them, so I think I'll be all right, whatever we do, as long as I can stay up here. But now I got Westerfield in front of me. He must have taken 2 tires.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he did there, but you should have no problem getting around him. Hey, Steve, good luck to you for the last half of the race here, and we'll talk to you later on, okay, bud?
Thanks, man. Appreciate your broadcasting this by yourself with Coco being out in St. Louis. We miss him.
Yeah, he'll be back next week. I see Jim Westerfield heading down pit road right now.
Yep.
So good luck to you. We'll move you back up the race channel. Have fun out there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Lights are off on the pace vehicle right now. We're going to be going back to green next time around. We have Steve Thomson leading this thing with Kevin Rupert running second, Tom Ogle third, Vern Markheim. He's running fourth.
All right, guys, second gear, tighten it up.
Fifth is
so you don't
Troy
get lugged on the truck in
Targeson.
front.
Sixth place, Dan Berghoff. Nice move for Dan, moving up the top 6 there. Josh Mayhew running 7th. 8th is going to go to John Held. And 9th goes to Fiddy Watts. That'll round out most of our guys there. Sorry, Coco, I know you're listening, but no, you're not getting the famous words there. Not gonna happen. We are going new school here instead of old school. So pace car coming off the racetrack, heading down pit road. Kevin Rupert and Steve Thomson gonna leading us back to green here.
green flag.
Green we are. Coco, if you hear me, give me your pick of who you think is going to win this great truck race from Kentucky Motor Speedway. All you listeners, please give us your picks. Interested to see what everyone's thoughts are in this race. Trucks are off and doing really nice here, starting to get things strung out just a little bit. Steve Thomson with the lead right now over Kevin Rupert. Kopko going with the 67 truck of Steve Thomson. I think that's an awesome choice. See, Ken Huff has taken an extended stop in the pit area. He had damage from a caution earlier in the race. Somebody has picked Tom Ogle to win this race tonight in the 11 truck. Ogle Auto Sales. I think myself, Steve's going to be very, very hard to beat tonight. But my sentimental value, I'm going to go with my buddy from Tennessee. I am going to go with the Bandit, Kevin Rupert. Troy Torgerson battling real hard there with John Held in the 77 Pennzoil. Ed Adams giving chase in the Cat truck. Chris Scales following right behind Ed Adams there. Three trucks battling real hard there. It's Tom Ogle and Dan Berghoff. I believe that was Josh Mayhew, all battling real hard, and that's going to be for the 4th, 5th, and 6th position. As a reminder, Friday night starts our Xfinity Grand National Series at Daytona. E-Metro is our sponsor for that. Looking forward to everyone joining us there. Got 50 laps to go. Get 70 in. Steve Thomson leading it. Kevin Rupert running second. Vern Margheim, he's running third. 4th goes to Josh Mayhew. 5th, Tom Ogle. 6th goes to Dan Berghoff. The 98 truck of Troy Torgerson, he's running 7th. 8th goes to John Held. 9th goes to Ed Adams. Rounding out our top 10, Chris Scales. Chris Scales, a podcaster also. He podcasts for iRacers Lounge, which you can hear on Thursday nights. iRacers Lounge. Get a lot of good information on what's happening in iRacing and iRacing community. Chris talks greatly about the OBRL during the iRacers Lounge, so we're going to give him a quick shout out there for doing that for us. Steve Thomson not been able to pull away from Kevin Rupert. Kevin Rupert hanging right in there, not letting Steve get away from him too far there. Great battle for third place between Josh Mayhew and Vern Margheim in the 33 Indiana diesel truck. Tom Ogle, he's running real hard with Josh Mayhew. Race started a little rocky with a couple early cautions, but these drivers have done a great job approximately the last 50, 60 laps, keeping this thing going green for a long period of time. Still have 21 trucks on the lead lap with Matt Bankos, last truck on our lead lap. Matt Bankos, a 3-digit driver, still relatively new to the OBRL. Should be eligible for a 2-digit number coming up real soon. Trucks are staying pretty much single file. Nice spacing. Great to see a lot of participation on our chat channels. Thank you everyone for doing that. We greatly appreciate that. Kevin Rupert diving down underneath Steve Thomson, trying to make the move for the lead. Hoping Kevin's not burning off his rubber too early there in the beginning of this run. I think you'll see about 13 more laps before you start seeing some drivers coming down pit road for the last 30 laps. Like Steve said, they're almost going to have to split this thing in half in order to make it all the way to the end. Vern Margheim and Kevin Rupert got battles for second place right now. Vern having the outside and gets past Kevin. Kevin's gonna fill the spot in right after Vern, right in front of Josh Mayhew in the Tractor Supply Company sponsor number 02. Ride TV sponsoring the lead car, Steve Thomson. Steve, the head administrator of the OBRL. Steve kind of in a dry slump of late. Hasn't been doing a lot of winning, but always a great runner. Troy Torgerson closing in real hard there on Tom Ogle in the 11 truck there. Real NASCAR will be starting up this weekend. The Cup car is going to be running their 500 miles at Daytona on Sunday afternoon. Looking forward to starting the new NASCAR season. Saturday, I believe, Grand National is going to be running. So looking forward to that. And I believe the truck race is actually Friday night. Good luck to all the drivers in the NASCAR series. Well, last night was the beginning of the Coca-Cola iRacing championship. They ran at Daytona last night for 250 miles with the pro guys. It was a great race last night. I did watch the very end of it. There was a great race, big wreck at the end, taking out lots of vehicles, but luckily all after they all crossed the start and finish line. Steve Thomson still leading with Vern Margheim running second, Kevin Rupert third, Josh Mayhew up to fourth, Troy Torgerson fifth, sixth goes to Tom Ogle, seventh Dan Berghoff with a very nice strong run tonight, eighth place goes to John Held, Ed Adams, he's moved up to ninth, and Chris Scales still running in our top 10. Monday night in the OBRL K&N ARCA Series race, Ed Adams took the win. We were at New Hampshire. It was a really good race. That's a chase race also. We got a couple more weeks of that season to go before we start that season all over in just a couple of weeks. Troy Torgerson, he was the winner of the past season on the Sunday in the Cup Series. Congratulations goes to Troy Torgerson and a great championship run in the Cup race. Steve Thomson starting to stretch out just over half a second lead over Vern Margheim. We are about 5 laps away from green flag pit stops. See a couple position changes back in the pack. I see that Chris Scales has dropped back a couple. Mike Watts jumped into the 9th. And Ed Campbell, Coup Ranch Chip, he moved up to the top 10. Ed Adams making an early pit stop to put him a lap down. I see Josh Mayhew coming down pit road right now, getting fuel and tires for the last run here. .33 laps to go, so these guys are going to be stretching their fuel mileage very tight to the end of the. And now you see some trucks with newer tires and some older tires, so hopefully they don't get together and they give each other enough room and we don't bring out a caution because of it. Guys are doing a great job keeping this thing going green for a long, long period of time here. It's the kind of racing we expect at the OBRL. Nice, clean, green flag racing. Kevin Rupert passing Vern Margheim. That's back for second. Troy Torgerson, he's charging hard, along with Tom Ogle, trying to get past Vern. A couple drivers calling out they're going to be coming down pit road here real soon. Steve Thomson down pit road right now, along with John Held, 39 of Ed Campbell. Also joining the pit road, 37 truck of David Rogerson. Kevin Rupert calling out he's going to be coming down pit road here. We are looking at 30 to go coming up next here. Vern Margheim staying out for another lap, but he's going to lead this lap. Matt Bankos in the 146 truck coming on pit road along with Cal Miller. Ed Campbell joining the field again, coming down the exit of pit road, coming down low in corner 3 like he's supposed to, building up speed and momentum, getting some heat back in those tires. Vern Markheim staying out for another lap. Vern's leading the field right now. 29 laps to go. Michael Berger in the 162 truck coming down pit road. Michael was running second until this time here. The 93 truck of John Mankowski coming down pit road for his final stop, hopefully for the rest of the night. Eddie Jones giving Kevin Rupert and Ed Adams plenty of room. Eddie running the few laps down with a internet issue earlier in this race, but been back and running strong now again. Vern Markheim staying out there for one more lap yet. Not sure how much fuel Vern actually has in that truck anymore. Steve Thomson trying to get his lap back. Closing in on 25 to go. 25 to go, everyone. Steve Thomson did get his lap back. He is back on the lead lap. Josh Mayhew working really, really hard and trying to get his lap back. Vern Markheim, he's calling out that he's going to be coming down pit road. Right now, down the middle of the backstretch, he's going to be coming down pit road, coming out of corner number 4 here real soon. I think Vern was hoping for a caution there while he was in the lead, hoping that he'd put him in the catbird seat there. Didn't quite work out the way he wanted to, I don't believe. Great battle there with Troy Torgerson in the 98 truck and Ed Adams in the Cat 42. David Rogerson in the 35 truck. He's running in 14th position right now. I think late hitting like Vern just did, I think that's going to bite him a little bit there. I think he lost a lot of positions. He's going to have to battle real hard to get back some of those positions. A little unlucky there for Vern, who was having a nice run going on tonight. All things are shaked out here through pit stops, green flag pit stops, and we have Steve Thomson back to the lead with Josh Mayhew running second. Kevin Rupert running third. Those guys are about running almost 2 seconds behind Steve, so Steve had a great pit stop. Got out of the pits fast and got up to speed really, really quick. Fourth is Troy Torgerson. Fifth goes to Ed Adams. Sixth, Tom Ogle. Seventh, Dan Berghoff. Eighth goes to Michael Watts. Ninth goes to Ed Campbell. And rounding out our top 10 is Chris Scales in the number 8 truck. Gary Corbett Music is a sponsor of tonight's truck race here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. GaryCorbettMusic.net. Great site if you're interested in music. Tells you kind of Gary's life story and the bands he played with, and some nice videos and all that of him and his years out on the road with many, many groups. So check it on out, GaryCorbettMusic.net. Josh Robinson back on the racetrack after many, many laps of repair. We're closing in on 20 to go. 20 to go, everyone. Josh Robinson doing a great job of staying out of the fast groove, letting the racers who are on the lead lap, letting them have plenty of racetrack, so not to interfere with their hard driving out there, keeping everything nice and green so far. We have, I believe, 18 or 19 trucks still on the lead lap yet, so good to see this many trucks still on the lead lap out of the 29 trucks that started. Kevin Rupert passing Josh Mayhew for, that would be for second position. Kevin Rupert with a great run going on tonight. Josh Mayhew crossing back under, trying to get back underneath Kevin, but not being able to pull it off. And Troy Torgerson coming in and trying to drive underneath the Josh Mayhew Tractor Supply Company. Ollie's General Store is a sponsor on the Troy Torgerson truck. Ollie's, great sponsor of the All-Star Sprint Circuit. One sprint car circuit I do love following. I love my sprint cars, so I follow the World Outlaws, and I also follow the Ollie's General Store All-Star Racing Circuit. Kevin Rupert starting to close that gap in a little bit on Steve Thomson. Had about a second and a half a few laps ago. Kevin's closing that thing down to about a second right now, so we'll see if Kevin has anything for Steve in the last 17 laps of this. Josh Robinson has now called it quits and parked his truck and loading her up for the next. Chris Scales jumped up to the 8th position, so Chris Scales coming on strong late in this race, giving chase to the number 42 cat truck of Ed Adams. I believe Ed Adams is a lap down right now, not sure what happened. Yes, he's showing an 18th position, one lap down to the lead. Vern Margheim now running in the 10th position, giving chase to Ed Campbell in the 39 Doritos truck. We're down to 15 to go. Kevin Rupert has that down to just over a half a second, so closing quickly on Steve Thomson. Great battle there between those four trucks, even though Ed Adams is not racing for position there. Vern cutting down low against the yellow line, getting past Chris Scales down there, and powering his way past him down the back stretch. Last week, Vern Margheim was our winner, so running real strong the last couple of weeks. Laps are closing down quickly. We're down to about 12 to go here. 12 laps to go for our leader at 67 Ride TV truck of Steve Thomson. Most of these trucks are running single file now, very little two wide racing here. Hopefully we can keep this thing caution free and we can run the rest of the laps on the green. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight, watching a great truck race here from Kentucky. That battle right there is between Chris Scales and Ed Campbell, and that's where 9th and 10th position there, so a great battle going on there. They're kind of throwing out slide jobs on each other there and keeping everything nice and clean. John Held, he's closing in. He's going to make his presence known. We have 10 laps to go. Now we have 9 laps to go for Steve Thomson. Stretching out his lead over Kevin Rupert by about 3/4 of a second right now. Troy Torgerson, he's running 3rd. Tom Ogle 4th, and rounding out our top 5, Josh Mayhew in the 02 truck. Some great sliders going on between these two trucks here. Very entertaining racing going on between Chris Scales and number 39, Ed Campbell. John Held, he's going to battle down inside of the 39 truck. Oh, making slight contact possibly with the 39. Everything's good, and looks like Mike Berger in the 162. He's gonna join in on the fun there. John Held is 1 lap down to the leaders, so John running in the 18th position. He is the first truck down 1 lap. Great battle going on for second place between Kevin Rupert and Troy Torgerson, and don't look too far back, but Tom Ogle, he's running 4th in that pinkish truck there, and he's still keeping his sights on those two boys yet. Dan Berghoff battling with Mike Watts. That's for the 6th and 7th position right there, as they are going underneath the 02 of Josh Mayhew. We got Vern Margheim in the 33 truck. Vern's running currently in the 8th position. He still has some tires left. He's going to be able to make a battle against some of these guys yet. There are last 5 laps of this race. We have 5 to go. 5 to go for Steve Thomson in the 67 truck. 3 wide battle down the front stretch between Vern, Dan, and Josh, and hopefully they keep it clean going into corner 1. Vern pulls it off going down the middle. Nice pass there by Vern Margheim. That'll put Vern in the 7th position. Make that 6th. Mike Watts being very consistent the last couple of weeks. He's running in the top 5 right now. Great battle there with 4 laps to go for Kevin Rupert and Troy Torgerson. They are approximately 3/4 of a second behind Steve Thomson in the 67 Ride TV. laps to go. 3 laps to go. Kevin maintaining his positioning on the racetrack there of P2. Keeping it about 1 width off the bottom there. Doing a nice job holding off Troy Torgerson in the 98. Easy to catch somebody. It's very, very difficult to pass here tonight when the tires are getting kind of old. Steve out to a 1 second lead with 2 laps to go. 1 second lead for Steve Thomson over the number 2 position Skull Truck of Kevin Rupert. The number Tom Ogle making a battle. He's going to battle hard against these 2 guys and see what Tom can do. He's battling for a podium position. I'm hoping these guys can keep it clean. Down to 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for our leader, Steve Thomson. Great battle here for second place between these 3 fine running trucks tonight. Kevin Rupert, Troy Torgerson, Tom Ogle. Staying off each other's bumpers, coming down corner number 4 to the finish line here. Steve Thomson, he's going to be our winner tonight. Kevin Rupert running second. Troy Torgerson running third. And Tom Ogle, he finishes fourth. A great run by those guys. 5th place is going to go to Mike Watts. 6th goes to Vern Margheim. 7th, Dan Berghoff. 8th place, great finish from Michael Berger coming from the back of the field. 9th place goes to Josh Mayhew. 10th place, Chris Gales. Nice job by those drivers finishing out a great night. Great racing. Only 2 cautions early. Had 2 others for stage end, so 4 cautions in tonight's race. As these guys are bringing their trucks down to the start-finish line, we will try to get interviews with our top 3. Looks like Steve Thomson ran out of fuel right before start-finish there. So luckily, Steve made it all the way to the end there. It could have been really bad luck there if Steve would have ran out of fuel. So let's see if we can get some interviews with our top 3 podium finishers tonight. Troy Torgerson, this is Ken up in the tower. Troy, can you hear me, buddy?
How you doing there, Ken?
I am doing great. Hey, I'm up here by myself tonight. Coco could not visit us tonight. Great 3rd place finish tonight. Troy, how did everything go for you tonight?
We had a good run tonight. We started up front and got some stage points. We're in the chase and just wanted to keep it clean and save the tires for the long run. And we got a couple of good long runs there at the end. So.
Yeah, drivers did a great job. We had 2 early cautions and we had a couple stage cautions and then green flag the rest of the way through. Hands off to you and all the other OBRL drivers there in a great race. Troy, you want to give a shout out to your sponsors, friends, and family right now?
Yeah, we're sponsored by Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Great clips and Cattleman's Cut Beef Jerky. Looking forward to the season coming, and we had a good run. I'm just glad to get out here with the top 3. Appreciate OBRL and you and Coco for putting on your races every Wednesday. They're awesome, man.
Thank you much, and congratulations goes to you for a nice championship run in the Cup seasons. Any thoughts on?
Yeah, it was a good season. The Cup cars, I guess they're making some changes, and I'm looking forward to the long season. Yeah, shout out to Metro Ford in Chicago there for sponsoring that season in the Manufacturers Cup. Man, this is just a great league, and I've got a tough task to try and repeat that championship with the talent and the caliber of the drivers in this league. I'll tell you that. Just happy to be here.
Well, Troy, it's very nice that you are involved with us. You're a great driver, and we appreciate you being a good member of this league. And good luck to you the rest of this truck season we have for a couple more weeks. And good luck to you on our seasons that are just starting up this coming weekend. So again, Troy, congratulations on a great third place finish tonight.
I thank you there, Ken. Appreciate it, man.
We'll catch you later. I'll throw you back up the race channel, buddy.
10-4.
Talking now with our second place finisher, we have Kevin Rupert. Kevin, can you hear me?
Got you loud and clear.
Kevin, you had an awesome run tonight. Nice second place finish. Your thoughts about tonight's race?
Yeah, I had a good first and second stage. Third stage, I got to where I started racing too hard and burnt my tires up, so killed any chance I had to catch Steve. But I did see his crew pulling out his right fender well a little bit under the pits. I think there's a little cheating going on there. Other than that, I think I would have won. Obviously, I'm just.
Well, still a great qualifying effort for you tonight. That made a big difference, I think, for you. Qualifying in the top 5 positions there made your job a lot easier tonight. I'd like to give a shout out to your sponsors, for friends and family.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Just it was a fun race, and congratulations, Steve, on the victory. It was good.
Thanks, Kevin. That was a fun race, man. You're really good.
As you can hear, people, Steve Thomson has also joined us up in the tower here. Steve, congratulations on a great win tonight here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. How did everything go for you tonight, and how did your last 60 laps?
First stint I was good. The second one I went in and I thought I could go 33 laps, but for some reason they didn't fill me up all the way. I ran out of fuel right on the front stretch. They almost beat me. I got to figure out what's going on with my crew chief, or maybe it's the fuel, or I don't know. Maybe putting the extra gas into the 12. That's probably what's happening.
That could be. You know how those cheats work sometimes when if you don't pay your bills.
Well, it's Rupert. He's probably paid those guys off with like some scotch or whiskey or whatever the hell he drinks. What do you drink? Single malt liquor or something?
That would be bourbon, my friends.
Oh, bourbon. Okay, I was close. I knew it was something like that. I want to rye bourbon. I want to thank my sponsor, Ride TV, for sponsoring the 67 truck and all my other cars. And I want to thank all the guys that helped put this thing on, Kevin Rupert and Eddie Jones and Cocoa Puffs and Ken Schultz and Joe Kilburn. Mike Watsey's doing the paints. I appreciate all you guys' help. You guys are doing an awesome job. You guys keep this thing going. And thanks for doing the broadcast today by yourself, Ken. That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I hope I did very well for everyone's listening pleasure, and looking forward to have Coco back in the very near future.
Yeah, we appreciate you doing it by yourself. It's going to be good to watch, I'm sure.
Well, I'll take any criticism, constructive or non-constructive, on this, and I hope to learn from this.
Yeah, you don't have to worry with this group. They'll criticize you one way or another.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. Steve, thanks again for running a great league. It's awesome being in this league and being part of the league, and thanks very much on that. And guys, looking forward to starting off our new Friday night league with you guys, running the Grand National Series at Daytona this Friday night. So I've been trying to remind everyone tonight that this is going to happen, and looking forward to a big change there. And Steve, any new upcoming events other than moving to Friday nights?
Yeah, the Friday night Xfinity Series moving there, and then Sunday, of course, our premier series, the Metro Ford Cup Series, starts Sunday morning at Daytona for its 36 races in 40 weeks. So anybody wants to watch, or we've got our broadcast going up for every race. Of course, Wednesday nights is the live broadcast, but we have a broadcast that's pretty good to watch, guys. And we want to thank Metro Ford of Chicago for sponsoring 2 of the series, and he really helps keep this thing going with his donations or with his sponsorship. And if you're looking for an air used vehicle, any make, any model, give old Patrick Milligan a call, and he get that vehicle sent to you. Best price anywhere. And he has guaranteed financing now. Guaranteed. Nobody's going to offer you guaranteed financing.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Have yourselves a good evening, and we will be signing off the OBRL channel here real soon. So, thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. It was a great race from Kentucky Motor Speedway. Tonight's winner again, Steve Thomson in the 67 Ride TV truck. Second place goes to the Skull truck of Kevin the Bandit Rupert, and third place in Ollie's Bargain Center goes to Troy Torgerson. So, for Ken Schultz and the OBRL racing guys here, hey, have yourself a good week. Enjoy some great racing coming up from Daytona live and via iRacing. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us. Thanks for joining us on the chat. Thank you, Coco, for minding the chat tables tonight on the chats, and we will catch you guys all later. So we'll catch you later. Good night, everyone. Bye now.